How do I reconnect with my erased child, with my alienated child? How often should I text, reach out, send letters and gifts to my alienated child? This is what I always get asked by parents who are estranged or alienated from one or more of their children. I'm blocked, or maybe I have a text number but they don't respond. Maybe they tell me not to text out. How often should I reach out? So first of all, if you don't know who I am, I'm gingergentile. I am a child of high conflict divorce who made 2 documentaries on reuniting after parental alienation. I've been on TV shows on Bravo. I've been on Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett Smith. I've spoken at many conferences. And I discovered that all families that reunite follow the same patterns. And I thought, why not teach families how to reunite by following what works? For many people suffering from parental alienation or estrangement, it seems like there's a lot of advice out there. It can be contradictory. There's a lot of stuff to understand. Why not make it simple? Why don't we just focus on reuniting? So for all of you who are here tonight, I want you to drop in the chat how long it has been, if you want to, since you've spoken to your child. Maybe it's been 1 day, maybe it's been a year, maybe it's been 10 years. Just how long has it been? And you can also put in if you're blocked. So for those of you joining now, this is a live call about how to reconnect with your kids. Now, and for those of you who are superstars, share this video right now on your page. Share this video, like this video. Hi Cal, I hope to see you tonight in the group coaching call. Maybe you'll join. So Jeffrey Allen said 4.5 years. Jenny says also been blocked, 5 years. Mark Smith says hi. Charlie Sicker, Ginger, I'm here, clinging to hope. That's great, but let's not cling to hope. All of you can reunite and can reunite quickly. So if you are willing to do the work to reunite, I'm going to tell you what the work is. It's going to be investing time. It's going to be investing a little money. It's going to be stepping out of your comfort zone and learning new skills. If you're willing, write willing in the chat right now. I'm going to hold you to it. Not everyone wants to reunite, can reunite, or it's not the time, and I respect that decision. If you're just here to lean back and watch other people reunite to get inspired, that's okay. And if that's where you are, just write want to be inspired in the chat. So I have willing, John, almost a year with my 16-year-old, almost 3 years with my 14-year-old. Wow. Susan's willing. Carol, 2.5 years, 8 months, and 6 months, blocked by my 2 kids. Mark Smith, 23 years. Michelle Elias, 11 years. Lisa, 7 years. I have Susan Bruce, 2 months. Dorina, 10 years. Cal, 14 years. I'm also blocked. I love how people are being honest and only 2 people said they're willing to reunite. So we have 26 people on the chat and only 2 people are willing to reunite. If you are willing to do the work, that means investing an hour or 2 a week, learning new skills, and investing some money, put in willing. It's okay if you're not. I respect your decision. You can put not willing, not ready right now, so I know where you're at. Okay? So Dorian said willing. So I have so now we got up to about 6 people who are willing, 7 people who are willing. Good. Anyone else willing? I'm going to hold you to this. Now, for those of you who don't know me, I went through this as a kid. I'm a child of high conflict divorce, parental alienation. I healed my family. So when you talk to me, I want you to be as truthful as you're talking to your kids. So don't write willing if you're not willing to put in the work. It's okay. I respect your decision. Not everyone is meant to reunite right now. Some people need a little more time. And I love the people who I know who are not putting in willing because they're starting to be honest and truthful. And the first step, because it's very easy to say, I will sacrifice my life. I will do anything to see my kid. But this isn't about sacrifice. It's about being happy. And tonight we're going to focus our talk on how hard is it? Or how can we make reaching out easy? Who here gets discouraged when they reach out and don't get a response? Who here feels rejected? Who here feels rejected? If they reach out and don't get a response, yes, you're feeling rejected. Okay. So many parents, what they ask me is how often and how should I reunite? Should I send cookies? Should I send brownies? Should I send a text once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, once a month, once a year? So I'm going to give some general guidelines. The first thing is rule number 1. If you are blocked or have no contact, you should keep trying until you get a response. It's possible they are not getting your message. It is possible the email you have, the address you have is incorrect, it is old, it is outdated, or being intercepted by the alienator. So until we get a response and a response, we're going to keep reaching out. Okay? 2, if we do have some sort of response and we know it's been received, but they say not to respond, we're going to reach out periodically, maybe once a month. If they're older, once every few months. If they're over 21, and if they're teens, it should be about once a week, okay? Now, a lot of kids have said to me that they were unable to respond because they were afraid or they would be punished by the alienator, but that knock on the door, that text message, was the only way they knew that they weren't being abandoned. So it is so important to keep reaching out. Now, if you keep following on this video, I will at the end give you the one secret tip that will turn that non-response into a yes. And this is what everybody gets wrong. Because there was this, I drip love. Who here is dripping love, right? Where you send out these little messages. You send out messages that are funny. And that's important. You want to keep it light. Okay? Now, if anyone has a question, this is the time to ask the question. And I'm going to take questions for a few minutes. Then at the end of questions, I'm going to give you the secret that nobody knows about, which is why your text messages aren't working. And I'm going to give you some next steps to solve this problem. So if anyone has a question, please ask it now. Okay, so Lisa just says, I feel rejected. Everyone's saying they're feeling rejected. Does anyone have a question about a text message, about reuniting, about their specific case? Because I already gave the 2 basic rules without knowing your specific situation, which is we should always keep trying until we get a no. Because the kids might not be getting the answers. And then if we get, don't message me, we should just say, look, I'm your parent. I'm always here to love you. I'm always going to be concerned about you. But if you text me a brief, summary of your life, if you let me know that you're doing okay, I will be fine with that. And we always take any interaction over no interaction. So if all the interaction is a text message, we take it. If it's an email summary of their life with a photo, just so you know they're alive and healthy, we take it. Are there any questions? Okay. So, Susan, already have the training? What's stopping you then, Susan, from reuniting? So I have a comment from Kim. I know my child's father controls her phone. How can I get to her? So a lot of people say if the alienator is controlling the phone, how can we get a message to my kid? So first of all, if your kid is over the age of 10 or 12, unless they're in a hyper-controlled religious environment, they probably have this. It's called a phone. This phone connects to social media. Now, we old people, like we log on, we have 1 account, 2 accounts. Your kid probably has multiple fake accounts, burner accounts, to stalk their teachers, to stalk their friends, and to stalk you. So we can send messages to them through our social media accounts. That's a great way to reach out. We can show them that we're leading a wonderful life, that we're thinking about them, that we're not missing them, that we're not mad at them, but we're doing wonderful activities and we can't wait to share this with them. So let's see if anyone else does that. So Mark Smith is doing that. What if we don't know who's on the other side? We keep reaching out with love, and if we are only reaching out to the alienator, then we just reach out to see if the world saw these messages, would the messages be approved by the world? Would people be, wow, that parent's doing a wonderful thing? Or would they say, wow, this person is annoying? And often parents reach out with, we can talk about what's wrong, I'm apologizing. Keep it light. Your child might not be angry at you. Your child might feel guilty, right? We don't know what's going on in their head until we have a conversation. So we want to avoid deep, dark conversations and emotional conversations over text. So John said, offered to buy my 16-year-old a car, offered both girls an Alaskan cruise next summer. No response from my kids. I'm so sorry, John. That must be very frustrating. That's a sign of alienation. So John, do you know if they got the message or if you are assuming they got the message? This is going to help me. Any other questions? So Susan, okay, so John, you said both my kids have my number blocked, send emails with no response. So in that case, John, what you really need is a strategy and perhaps a one-on-one personalized strategy about leveraging the people in your life to get the messages and getting the messages from non-traditional ways. That's too much for a group live, but this is what I do with my parents all the time. Is there are so many, what parents often do is they say, I'm blocked. I can't get a message. I can't send a letter, right? And they don't focus on maybe the other alternative ways to get a message to your kid. So we need to stop focusing on what's not working and trying over and over again sending messages to numbers that are blocked and finding ways to get through unblocked. And I have some cool secrets with the parents that I work with, but it's too complicated to share over this quick live. So John, message us at Erasing Family if you're interested in more information. Stay on this video, I'll give some more comments at the end. Also remember, if your kid is under the control of the alienator, they cannot accept these gifts from you. They're not allowed. So we want to show them love so when they get out of the control of the alienator, they are ready to reunite, because so many people focus on that one message and it's really about rebuilding the relationship. So Susan said she sent me a voice message and I responded twice. She didn't respond. Getting some time and interested in feedback on what might be going on for her. So Susan, if you're in the group coaching program, we're going to have an amazing session tonight about unblocking unhealed family trauma. And this is what I want to get at. Let's see if there's any more questions before I get into the secret. Okay. So John, stay on this call and I will give you the next step, but also if you have money for an Alaskan cruise, if you have money for a car, a small fraction of that could be used for one-on-one coaching to really hone in. You're so lucky you have resources. So many parents, you'll see when I tell them the next steps, will say, I don't have money, I'm dead broke. So if you can invest in a strategy with your kids, that is the best gift you can give your family. Okay. So Brenda, I've been doing all the responses suggested going on for 23 years. So we need to take a deep dive, Brenda, on what you are missing to change your energy and to change your kids' energy so you actually get a response. Melanie, I've asked others to send messages and they either refuse or complain that the kids don't text back. Even when I explain that isn't the point, just send a message. So Melanie, this is the big mistake parents make. They ask others to reach out for you. They need to offer to reach out for you. We can't ask people if we don't have a close relationship, if they don't trust us, if they think we've actually done something wrong, to reach out on our behalf. It needs to come from them naturally, so we need to cultivate those relationships first, and that takes time. So many people want to say, how do I reach out? How do I get others to reach out for me? And they ignore all the steps. And this is the secret that I want to tell you about right now. There are only two things you need to get a response from your kid and to have a relationship with your kid. You need to be ready and your kid needs to be ready. Let me repeat that again. You need to be ready and your kid needs to be ready. If one of these things are missing, whatever message you send won't work. And if you have both of these things, whatever message you send, even if it's not the greatest message as I would have wrote it, will work. Okay? So now the big question is, so Susan, yes, you can join right now. Have you signed up already to the group coaching? Lisa Marie, Carol Jones, Johnson Smith, what if the child is brainwashed against you? You need to show over and over again that you're not the parent that you've been made out to be. You need to show this through actions. You need to develop a whole strategy if your child's brainwashed. Should we show pics of the holidays with your family on Facebook? Of course. You need to show that you're living a wonderful life that your kid wants to be part of. And you can always say, this is our family. I can't wait to share it with, and put in the name of your child. So Susan, did you sign up? So Susan, okay, so everyone who's asking, so first of all, so we need to know how we are ready. So that means we are no longer angry at our ex. Because who is our ex? Who is the alienator? They probably were an alienated, wounded child. Your child is half the alienator in many cases, if the alienator is a biological parent. This is when people don't like what I have to say, but this is what works. We need to let go of anger. We need to stop being angry at our kid. A lot of alienated parents are secretly angry at their kid. They're mad. They feel abused by their kid, abandoned by their kid who they love so much. So we need to let go of that anger and that trauma response. This is deep healing work. We need to find the patterns in our own family and let them go. We need to develop a life that attracts our kid back like a magnet and stop the behaviors that are repelling our child away from us. We need to take an inventory of all of our behaviors that we do. Then we need to learn new communication skills so people want to help us reach out to our kids, including professionals, the family court, friends. We need to turn bystanders into allies. And if we have an active alienator who's brainwashing our kid, we need to get the alienation to stop. If the alienation doesn't stop, the alienator, if they're more powerful than us, will always win. So we need to get the alienation to stop. Everyone says that's impossible. No, it isn't. I do this all the time. It's hard, but not impossible. Okay? Then we need to have a strategy on how to reach out and not feel rejected if we don't get a response, because that text message that you get no response to, that might have caused your child to go to therapy and they're reevaluating their entire life. Lisa Marie, are we only talking minors? No. Brenda says, what about the psychological aspects of parental alienation? It runs a lot deeper than words spoken or not. It does. So we need to heal the trauma, because Brenda, I'm guessing this is not the first time this has happened in your family. This has been a repeat pattern, and you need to heal your family's trauma. Now, the good news is you don't need the permission or the participation of your family to heal this trauma, but we need to heal these broken family wounds, and this is something I teach people how to do. Okay. So Courtney Ray Miller says, I've sent packages and cards in all major holidays and events. I've asked them to reach out when you're ready. It's been 6 years with my 18-year-old and my 14, 5 years. I've not spoken with them like crazy. It's been about 10 years since custody went 100% or less. Okay, I hear you, Courtney. You said reach out when you're ready. We need to get your kids ready because they're not ready. How do we get your kids ready? That is what we need to work on. Are you fully ready? A lot of parents say, of course I'm ready. So your desire is there, but are you ready to deal with a damaged child who's been damaged and emotionally abused? Are you healthy enough not to get triggered? Okay? So, how do I find my 19-year-old on social media? You might have to use someone who's unblocked to do that. So who's ready for the next steps to reunite? So, I work with parents to reunite. I recently worked with a dad who was alienated from both of his teenage sons. Teenage sons wanted nothing to do with him. They're now having dinner together. They're now having overnights. And here's the best part. The alienator says it was her idea. I worked with another mom who couldn't see her daughter. In the past year, she's been on 8 vacations with her daughter and now gets along well with the stepmom and the dad. I worked with a dad who was totally alienated from his 7-year-old daughter with no court order. Then as soon as I start working with him, he tells me he's also alienated from his 2 adult children from another woman. He now has a relationship with all 3. The mother lets him see the daughter whenever he wants. And he now has a great relationship with his 2 adult sons. I work with parents who've been alcoholics, and that's why they've been alienated or estranged, who are now in recovery. They have great relationships with their kids. So even when there was bad stuff going on from the alienated parent, we can make it right. But you need to be willing to do the work. So if this sounds interesting to anybody, I want you to take action today. In about 10 minutes, I'm going to get on a private group coaching call. But here's the best part. It's not just led by me, an ex-alienated child. We have other ex-alienated children who are reunited who also lead group coaching calls. The past few weeks we had Dawn come on. She did a Facebook Live. She was alienated from her dad for 44 years before she reunited. And she went through everything, abduction, and she's now willing to teach others. Next month, we're going to have Andrew come on the call. He was alienated from his mom for 5 years. He is now not only completely healed the relationship, he's so healed, he got married and is awaiting his first baby. And next month, we're going to have mother-daughters come on the call to talk about how they've reunited. We're going to have father-sons come on the call too. So it's not just me who's giving you these advice. You're going to hear it from what everybody wants. I want to ask an alienated child what to do. What made them give them that aha moment? So I want to share this with everybody. So right now, if you go to the comments, if you go to the description, you will see how to sign up. But I'm also going to put that in the comment right now. So if you're ready, write ready, and I just put in the comments. So Lisa, so Rob, okay, great. Rob, I'm gonna email you right now the link. All you're gonna do is you're gonna get on that link, Rob. I just responded to your reply, Rob. Who else wants the link? We're gonna be starting in less than 10 minutes, and this is an amazing call because you get to watch other people reunite, get inspired by them, and you get access to our 3-month roadmap course. It's a go at your own pace course that has helped over 150 families right now. So who else wants to join us right now? Ready? So Courtney, you're ready? Okay, great. So Courtney, I'm replying right now. Courtney Ray Miller. Click on that link, sign up, and if you sign up within the next few minutes, you can get on the call today. If not, don't worry, all the calls are recorded and you can get on next week. Anyone else? Kent, ready? Okay. I am responding with the link. Anyone else ready to reunite? I have 3 people. Mark Smith, yes, Mark Smith, we're going to see you on the call. Kent, I just sent you the link. Anyone else ready? Lisa Marie Oberman, I am replying right now with the link. So you have to sign up right now because we're going to start. If anyone has any questions about the roadmap and the group coaching, please put them in the chat. Sanjay, yeah, Sanjay is on the group coaching call. He's also done one-on-one with me. Sanjay, if you want to drop in the chat how amazing the group coaching is, how much it's helped you, that's been great. Because I know some parents are like, oh, will this work? I can't guarantee results because it's up to you to put this stuff in practice. But you will feel happy, peaceful, and you'll know that you're not making a mistake when you reach out. Wouldn't that be great to feel empowered as a parent again? Anyone else ready? Tim, ready? Okay, I'm giving you this. Anyone else? So Tone, you've taken the roadmap course, but do you want to get onto a group coaching call? Sign up again. And also for those of you who have taken the course in the past, we're releasing a brand new course too. So Tone, I encourage you. Jeannie, I'm replying to you right now. Ready? Okay. So who here, so if you've purchased, let us know so we can celebrate together. So Jeffrey Allen, great. Okay, so Jeffrey, sign up today or tomorrow so you can get on next week's call, okay? And remember, if you sign up today, you get the recording of this week's call. Anyone else who's ready? Oberman. Susan Mayo, ready? Okay, Susan. Here's the link. So in a few minutes, I'm going to have to get off this call to get on the group coaching call. So I'm going to see who here has signed up. Let's see who's making the call right now. Okay, anyone else? Who wants to take action today? Susan, did you sign up for the call yet? Let's see who else. So Lisa Marie, you can't afford it right now. I'm so sorry. What is it costing you to not reunite? How much money, how much time? Because if you need, you can email me and we can break it up into payments with a small surcharge. But I've worked with parents who have been on food stamps. They found the way to work with me. They're reunited, and here's the best part, they're earning more money because they're not suffering anymore. Let's see, who else? So Michael Fox, I'm sending you a message right now. I'm replying to your comments. So I'm gonna send a message to Michael Fox with the link. Okay, so Michael Fox, I sent you a message and I commented, who here wants to join? So Kent, what do you need to do to get $500? That's $500 for 3 months. What is it costing you not to reunite? What would make this a priority for you? So Tim, I'm sending you a message. Let's see. Jeannie, I'm sending you a message. Because we're doing all we can to make this super affordable. And remember, depression, missing work, missing relationships, missing family holidays, that's the cost of not reuniting. When you reunite, when you feel confident, your whole life will improve too, because you'll be a magnet that attracts your kids back and you'll be able to make more money. Who else? Jeffrey Allen. Hold on, send a message. I only have a few minutes left. Anyone else? So Mark Smith, Kent. We have Rob, McCannis. Anyone else? Susan Mayo. I feel like we've talked a lot, Susan, right? Let's see who else. Susan Mayo. So if you go to that link, and if you click on the link that I sent you, here, I will also send you the direct checkout link if that's easier, okay? So I'm sending you the direct checkout link too, okay? Susan, so now you have the exact link. Anyone else want to join right now is having trouble? So Sanjay just said 1 hour of a roadmap class is worth 10 plus hours with my attorney. Sanjay's been working with me for a while, and he actually got angry with me and said that my methods were stupid until they started working and his kids started wishing him happy birthday. So Jeffrey Allen, I'm sending you the message right now. So you have to sign up first, Jeffrey, okay? So make sure you do that, okay? So Mark Smith, he's also on Lisa Marie, it's well worth it. So you have two people, you have Sanjay, you have Mark, who are on my calls, and they're telling you, Susan, make it happen. You can put it on your credit card and you can pay it off over time too. Anyone else? Because when people say I can't afford it, what they're really saying is it's not a priority for me right now. A lawyer is about $500 an hour. So you get 3 months of group coaching with me, other erased kids, and a roadmap class for less than an hour of your attorney's time. I'm gonna have to go and get on the call with the people. Michael Ellis, it has had a positive impact on my mindset, preparing me for when I get a response. That's from Michelle, and she's only been doing this for a month. Tim Munchell, I'm sending you the direct payment link, okay? So Tim, you just got a message from me, and I'm replying to your comment with the direct link. I'm gonna have to get off soon, okay? Because my group coaching is waiting for me. So Susan, I sent that to you. Lisa, message us. Mark, anyone else? Okay, great. So I'm gonna check. I just got a few people who signed up. So thank you so much. I'm not gonna give your names to protect your confidentiality, but 3 people just signed up. I'm gonna get off the call right now, but if you sign up within the next 2 minutes, you can get on the call tonight, and if you don't, you'll get the recording. I'll keep on checking my email to make you on the call. And also, remember, you can, if you sign up now, you can get on the call tonight, even if you're a little late, it's okay. Oh, we just got another person who signed up. Amazing, I love it. And you get the recording. So remember, if you miss a session, it's okay. You get the recording. So I'm gonna get off the call. Any other people? Can you please send me the direct link? Yes. So Tim, I just sent you the direct link. So Lisa Marie, I'm an advocate. My story is a tough story. I only deal with the worst cases. My ex-partner, who I also learned from, he was in jail for 1.5 years and alienated from his daughter for 12 years, and he reunited. He was the first inspiration, okay? So I know, so Jeffrey Allen, did you just sign up? Okay, wonderful. So Tim, did you sign up? Because I just sent you the link. I'm also putting the direct link in the chat for anyone who needs it. So Tim, let's keep on talking. Anyone else need the link? Anyone else have a problem signing up? It's also in the bottom of the direct link. Okay, I'm gonna have to get off this and get on to my group coaching calls. If you're not ready yet, that's okay. And for those of you who say I can't afford it, ask yourself what not reuniting is costing you emotionally and financially, and wouldn't it be nice to also earn more money? So many of my parents earn more money because they're happy and they're healthy and they have their kids back, right? Or they're confident that they will. So Tim, I'm gonna end this video right now. See you all there, and we'll have another great live video next week. And for those of you who can't afford it, start asking, how can I afford this? That's the first step out of the victim mindset. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Remember, you can put on your credit card and pay it off over time. If you need a payment plan, it'll be with a small surcharge. Message me, but I'm not gonna message you. You need to take the initiative, because to reunite, you need to stop being a victim and start being a problem solver. And I know you can. You've been through so much. You can solve this. See you soon.